Hey guys, SlimKirby here, back for more Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. This episode is going to be the heavily edited episode. There were a lot of points in this video where I just didn't really have an idea of who to attack. So I just took a lot of those out, saved a lot of time. I thought all the cuts I made were pretty good. There might be a few small little audio glitches due to all the cuts I made, but nothing major, really. I thought all my cuts were made pretty well, in my opinion. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. A lot of the stuff I cut was just small instances of where I waited forever to attack, or I was deciding to attack with someone. So yeah, there were a lot of instances of those. It can be really difficult, this game. I mean, it's not really hard, but there are a lot of things you got to take into mind because the smallest mistake can cost you a unit, or maybe even one whole chapter, so you might have to do it over again. So you have to be very, very careful when you're playing Fire Emblem, and that's one of the things I really like about this series. It's challenging, but very simple. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, mostly going to be moving forward in this video. Get rid of some of the early offensive enemy troops. With the first few waves gone, this chapter becomes a lot easier. And it's just a part of just like moving through the battlefield, getting to the very end. But that first wave is probably the most difficult part of the chapter. Maybe. Some people find the ending difficult because they have a lot of enemy forces or enemy reinforcements at the end near the boss. So you have to be careful of that, but otherwise I wouldn't say this is very hard at all. So, things I'm going to talk about. Yesterday I began my new Let's Play. Let's Play Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I thought the video went pretty well for a first LP video. Didn't really feature that much, mostly because it was a first episode. That's the kind of stuff you would expect from first episodes. Just like covering the basic mechanics of the game, and then barely getting started. Things will definitely pick up in the next episode and future episodes. Very great game. I really love Link's Awakening. One of my favorite Zelda games. Not my all-time favorite, but still pretty close to being my favorite. And, getting very close to finishing up with Mario Party. On Thursday, Thursday, I'm going to be doing a minigame Stadium, which is the small mini board of the game. Shouldn't take me very long, probably not even, maybe like 3 videos or something. We'll see what happens there, though. Minigame Stadium's more of a test of minigame skills and actual board strategies, so that'll be interesting to play that. And then next week I'll probably get started on Minigame Island, which I haven't quite really figured out how I'm going to structure that series. I was going to plan on doing all of the whole thing on one day, and then just having all the minigames on one day or something. I don't know. Or I may just do like part of it one day and then the other part another day or something. Haven't quite figured that out yet, but we'll see what happens. So, what about this game? Usually I do this on a every other day basis. So you would have expected this to be up, the next chapter after this chapter to be up on Thursday, but I'm actually going to wait until Saturday. Maybe even later. It really depends on how the next chapter goes for me. I'll talk about that later. I find it kind of funny the way Alencia attacks with her sword. It's kind of like she just like takes a giant rod and just hits the enemy on the head with it. It's kind of weird. I guess I'll talk about that really quickly though. Alencia has a special sword called a midi. A midi is essentially a brave sword. It attacks 4 times. Well, I mean, it attacks 2 times in 1 strike, so if your unit is fast enough, and Alencia usually is fast enough, she'll be capable of dealing 4 strikes. Given they're not very powerful strikes, for that enemy I just fought, that's only 28 damage Alencia could have done. But still, Amity is a pretty good sword. And in Radiant Dawn, it becomes even better. Alencia is probably one of the better units of Radiant Dawn, in my opinion. Some people may disagree because some people usually use her for healing. But she is a great physical attack unit as well. And in this game, it's kind of the same thing. Her support, being a support unit is probably a better role for Alencia than like an all-out fighter, but Alencia does have some skills, so I wouldn't put her off to the side that much, but more so in this game than in Radiant Dawn. You might want to keep her to the sides a little bit and just have her focus on healing. But otherwise, she's a pretty good unit, in my opinion, in my book. I'd say she's probably even better than Mist. Although I'm probably going to get attacked by Mist fanboys. Oh well, I'm not scared. Okay, the enemy attack turns. I made so many mistakes on this enemy attack turn, as you'll see. But thankfully, Kieran actually got a critical here, so I was happy about that. And I could have taken off his animation now that I had the critical, but I decided to keep it on for the rest of the battle, just in case he got a critical with an axe, or if he got just a normal critical with a first strike critical. Unfortunately, he did not, but oh well. I'm a little disappointed because he's not the only one who didn't get a critical. Or, I mean, no. I'll talk about that later. I forgot what I was going to say. Here is where I got kind of risky. I probably shouldn't have left Soren open like that, but I kind of screwed up on that first turn. Or second turn, actually. The second turn, I made a lot of stupid movements, and as a result, Soren actually did get attacked right there, but as long as he survives, I really don't care. Sometimes you just gotta make mistakes and hope for the best. And I guess this would be one of those examples. Damn it, I hate stupid physics staffs. I believe that's what he used. Uh-oh. Didn't see that one coming. Jeez, 15? That's not too bad, but still. So we also have some Laguz units on the battle as well. I didn't remember if there were any Laguz units, so as a result, I kind of de-equipped all of my Laguz weapons, but I don't think that's going to affect me too much. Laguz are pretty simple to handle if you have the right skills and the right idea of how to take them out. Especially Beast Laguz, which have only one range. Although I guess all of the Laguz units only have one range. So the best way to attack those is with first with an indirect approach and then go for the close-up finish. Which I kind of made use of right here. I don't know why, I guess I was just looking up what was up there. But yeah, Iron Bow. Kind of hoping for a critical hit, but nope. So let's see, let's go ahead and move Gotri over. Again, I would have really liked to see some damage here, but no big deal. Once again, hoping for a critical, but nope. I think the general, if I remember correctly, I think the general criticals are actually pretty cool. There are no Swordmaster movements, obviously, because they're in heavy armor, but I mean, generals can really do something a little fancy. And then I decided to go ahead and just use the Iron Axe right here. I really hope I can get well set up for the final battle, though. Or the final chapter, because I'm kind of worried about some units' weapon levels. Especially Soren's. Soren, if I remember correctly, still has a B in wind magic. And for Soren, that's not that good. He can't even use Tornado yet. So, yeah, I really want him to learn some more magic. And then I also want him to raise his Thunder magic up a little bit as well. But I guess I can't always get what I want. No playthrough is optimal. If it is, well, congratulations. And it looks like I gotta end the video pretty soon. Nothing wrong with that. I think I cut about, let's see, probably about maybe 2 minutes worth of footage, maybe even a little more than that. So, yeah, next episode will probably be heavily edited. Not so much editing in the 4th, and then the 5th is probably just going to be the end of the chapter. So, that's probably how the rest of this chapter is going to go. But, yeah, this is SlimKirby. Let's play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. See you guys in the next video, which will be up in a few minutes. Later.